Gotta make videos. All right, we're back at my buddy Kenny's shop, and we were working on the MR2 again. Chris is here. Hello. Kenny's here.
Hello.
And we're trying to get this thing wired. Kenny's already got a battery relocation going on, putting the battery in the front here, and we're trying to get it to the point where the car will just turn on just with the body harness. You know, we've already got the engine harness off, so we're gonna have to make the car work again, you know, make sure everything works, and then we'll go about wiring in another ECU, I believe, piggyback ECU. So we're gonna run the stock MR2 harness and ECU for the body, and then we're gonna piggyback the ECU and engine harness from the Camry, and somehow that's gonna work together and make this thing run. Yeah. Yeah, sure. Okay. So yeah, that's what's up. We're gonna work on that. Pulling the seats out. All right, there's one seat out. It's a little muddy.
Chris, come here. This is.
This is a special plant. Let me get the
We have
camera.
a special plant that needs to be brought to life.
It needs to be nourished.
We have a plant.
We have life. We have life. Look at that.
Yeah, I don't.
That thing is sprouting.
You gotta get it out of there. You can grow on your own, bro.
We're just joking.
You can't grow
It's gonna
that.
grow that. It's
Just keep it growing in your
It's a
car.
four-leaf clover or something.
Yeah.
These seat tracks are just garbage. What is going on here? Okay. Seats out. Okay, so I'm in the engine bay of the Camry that the motor came from, and we need to extract this alternator harness. So I'm gonna have to dissect this and try and get it out. Oop, there we go. All right, so there's a lot of discussion, and we decided against the two ECU thing, the piggyback ECU thing. That doesn't make any sense to me. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna use the ECU from this Camry, and then we're basically going to repin the body harness to plug right in, because it actually has the same plugs, because this is a 2001 and that's a 2001, so it actually just plugs right in, but the wires are in a different sequence because I don't know why, because that's an MR2 and this is a Camry. But anyway, so if we repin the harness, we should be able to run everything with the one ECU. But right now I need to strip off all the alternator stuff, because on the MR2 it had the alternator harness is basically integrated in the engine harness. On the Camry, the alternator harness is integrated into the engine bay. So that's a big difference. So I'm gonna work on getting all that out, because we need all of that harness basically. So yeah, that's what's next. Here we go. Okay, so we're starting to figure this out. It's kind of new territory for us. But we're gonna try and put some power to the MR2's old fuse box and see if that will power up the body harness of the car.
You on or off?
Okay,
Yep.
there it goes.
There you go. Hey, you figured something out.
Yeah.
Good job, dude.
Thanks.
I would have not guessed that.
Really?
I was on a different path.
Okay.
I was already thinking that this is what powered it, and I was already, yeah, okay.
Yeah.
So that's just, so
That's
our
the
alternator
difference. That's the
hooks up
difference.
to here.
Yes.
Okay.
That's the difference between the two cars right
Yeah,
there.
it is.
The alternator harness is part of the motor over there. Alternator harness is part of the car over
Yeah.
here. Yep. All right, so we're back at it this morning. We had some problems with the connector that we had in here, so we got this. You want to go ahead and... Oh, there it is. It's powering on. Sweet. Heat's on. Let's turn that off. So that works. Stereo's on.
Relays are going crazy.
Hey, that's a step in the right direction.
Yeah, it is.
We now have, what is that? Why is it doing that? Okay, so we now have power to the body at least.
Yeah.
Again,
Into the alternator.
enter the alternator, yep.
We have our charging circuit.
So all we gotta do is get this fuel hooked up, and then we're gonna figure out how to start cranking this thing over. Welder! Good afternoon, everybody. After a lot of struggles with trying to wrap your head around how to make two ECUs work together, we finally decided that we are sending the harness off to a professional. So now we can focus on things that we're actually qualified to do. Like this. I'm gonna go ahead and plate this thing and strengthen it up so we can go back in there. I'm over here just saws on, camera's just on the ground. I put it on the tire, I don't know why. Afternoon, everybody. I am finishing up this MR2 video at home. My buddy needed the rear lower control arms. I'm not sure what you call these, but he needed them lengthened by 2 inches because we dropped that cross member down. So this is what I've come up with. I got this piece of tubing. It's 095, which is a 1 inch 095 wall thickness, which is quite a bit thicker than the factory stuff. So what I did, and I'll show you guys the whole process here, I'll take you through it on this one, but my plan, what I came up with was I put these in my lathe, or I cut this thing in half and then I put these in my lathe, and I made them, I took about, I think 5/1000 off or something. Anyways, I made them fit. It's a snug fit. Oh, this one actually goes in by itself though. That one I had to hammer in, so this will at least make it easier for aligning it. So that's our extended one right there. We got to make sure everything is lined up correctly. I'm not going to weld this until until I make this one as well. Make sure that they match. But yeah, that's going to be it right there. That's the extended arm, and we'll weld up the ends there. We'll weld on the ends, and bam. So I'm going to take you through what I did with that on this, and it's going to start. Alright, there they are, prepped for welding. This one was a little bit too tight, so I ended up actually having to heat it up because it wasn't in there completely straight, and I couldn't turn either end because they're both pretty tight. So if I were to do it again, I would definitely have taken just a smidge more off of there. But anyways, I'm going to hook up the welder. We're going to weld these up, and we'll call this project done. Alright, so that's it for the MR2 video. I got the arms hanging here because they're painted. Just let them dry, and Kenny's actually coming down this weekend to work on some stuff, so he'll take them back up with him then. Alright, well, we'll catch you guys later. Alright, so I wanted to address an elephant in the room. Some of you may have noticed that my facial hair has been slowly disappearing. And last night I decided to trim the goatee. I trimmed a little too far. When I saw my chin, I have not seen my chins for probably close to a year, I don't know. And anyways, it was a bad choice. So also the wife really hates the mustache now without the goatee, so that's probably gonna go off too. And then I'm just gonna regrow the whole thing. Time to start over. So don't mind the chins for a little bit. Hopefully they'll be covered up again soon.